All right, we'll look a little bit at the side-by-side for the Tespia notes that we went over last week with the official 12362 live version patch notes from yesterday. And see if they changed a lot, if they did a lot of tweaks. As you guys remember, there were a lot of skill changes. So we'll look into that. And then there's also more information on the current events that are going on in Korea. So we'll see, and there possibly will be a lot of those events that we will never get, but you know, at least if we do get them, like in the case of the events that we're getting now, which was the Tactical Relay and the Haze Plus, the latest they are, and the Yeti and Ping Bean, the latest they are, at least then we still have a lot of information to go on immediately once it gets announced, and that we can start prepping for. So, you know, maybe we come back to this in 6 months, maybe come back to this in 2 years. Who knows? But yeah, make sure to take notes. Yeah, what is that? Noted. Noted. There you go. All right. Everyone's got pen and paper? Let's go. So, we have a video first. I don't know if this is a long video. 4 minutes. Let's learn to read some Korean. Damien.
여기서 이렇게 보게 될 줄은 몰랐다는 표정이군. 반갑든 반갑지 않든 이번 업데이트 정보센터는 나 데미안이 진행한다. 자, 그럼 3월 24일 업데이트 정보센터를 시작할까?
He talked shit about Ark. Nice.
사냥 가속 슈퍼 헤이스트 이벤트가 시작된다. 이벤트 기간 동안 강력한 필드 혜택이 제공되는 건
Super
이미
haste.
알고
So it's like haste plus, so that's what we're getting now. Oh, different boosters, it looks like.
자, 너희가 그동안 알고 있던 평범한 헤이스트 이벤트와는 달라진 점이 많으니
Oh, this looks pretty different now.
간소해진 일일 미션을 클리어하면
There's got those little feathers, and it's got a bunch of points.
이걸 모으면 원하는 아이템으로 교환할 수 있지.
And then you can buy items with the points.
직접
Oh,
고를 수 있게 바뀐 건
an event shop now,
더 열심히 참여할 의지가 생기지 않나?
including surname
일일
symbols,
미션을 모두 완료하면 더욱 특별한 부스터 혜택과
with a booster and a
스페셜
super
미션이
booster.
제공되지. 슈퍼 헤이스트 부스터를 사용하면 기존 부스터보다 5배 많은
Is there going to be extra
경험치를 얻을 수
monsters?
있으니 스스로를 단련하는
A lot of extra
더
monsters.
큰 도움이 될
Oh,
거다.
and they're dropping
스페셜 미션을 통해 강력한
Alright,
능력치를
that's the same, right?
뿐만 아니라
Damage skin,
의자와 데미지
mount,
스킬까지 모두 얻어갈 수 있어.
strong title.
헤이스트 이후에는 카밀라의 팝업 스토어가 열린다고 하니 봄의 향기를 마음껏 즐기도록.
Okay.
레벨 범위 몬스터를 잡아 봄의 향기를 충분히 모으면 월드당 하루에 한 번씩 출석 체크를 할 수 있다. 이를 통해 성장에 도움이 되는 아이템은 물론 봄의 기운을 가득 담은 지정 아이템도 받아갈 수 있지. 아, 출석 체크를 할 때
Nodes. Where's that? Maple points?
사용되지 않는데.
Never seen it in a green envelope before.
Always
something special.
다양한 역대치장 아이템을
Oh, there's the
추가로 구매할
star.
수 있으니
Oh, that is Halloween, yeah.
성장과 코디를 모두 놓칠 수 없는 너희에게
They do Halloween early in Korea, huh?
자, 이제 너희가 고대했던 부분에
차,
대해 말해줄 수
차차.
있을 것 같군. 보스 격파 시점에 사망하여 보상을 획득하지 못한 경험이나 긴박한 전투 상황 중 드롭률 상승 아이템 교체를 하는 것이 어려웠던 경험이 있을 테지. 나 데미안을 포함해
Yeah.
수, 윗, 더스크, 듄켈,
So,
힐러 보스에서 보상 스테이지가 추가된다. 뭐 이렇게 귀를 터줬으니 어디 한번 마음껏 도전해보라고.
yep, and all of those. Oh, you know what would be cool? If they would add these reward boxes in GMS as well, together with the boss drop changes.
또 성향 아이템, 일부 명예 훈장, 마을 귀환 주문서의 슬롯당 최대 소지 가능 개수가 늘어나고 빠른 이동 메뉴에 부관
Higher stacking
들어가게 되지.
town scrolls is so weird.
NPC를 찾아다니던 녀석들에게 희소식이겠어. 그 밖에도 다양한 편의성 개선이 이루어지니.
Oh, I don't know what this part is.
빈들이 나타났다니. 스타를 닮은
Bing
시장
Bean,
아이템도 받을 수
styles.
할수 있겠지. 레이디 블레어의 드림
Yeah,
익스프레스는 3월
cash up transfer, and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, cool. So, all right, let's see. Let's put them side to side, see if there are changes were made at all here. Because if it's the exact same as we went over in the Tespia notes already, we're not gonna double go over it and read the whole thing again, right? No need to redouble that. You guys could just check my last video on the Tespia notes. It seems like this was kept the same. I don't see any changes here. Okay, so that just went through right as I wanted to. Maybe some changes to the Pathfinder stuff, because it was quite a lot, if I remember correctly, right? With the new tornado, maybe the damage percentages were tweaked a bit. Let's see, bird ranges, Astra actually becoming, this is pretty big skill effect. Astra actually becoming useful in damage reduction in all of the forms. Oh, see, they did change this a little bit. So what did they change? A custom command feature has been added that lets you swap Evolve Tempest and Raven Tempest commands while Evolve is active. You can right-click the skill to turn the custom command on or off. Certain effect output methods have been changed. Okay. So you'll be able to choose which one you want to have happen. Okay. Okay. Experience Notestone. Yeah, time to level up that Saren skill, dude. Alright, so a little bit more utility on the new skill. That's good. Mihal, seems like nothing changed there. Evan, bunch of extra burst, if I remember correctly, right? See where that is at with... See, all the percentage changes all stayed. Line changes stayed. Cooldowns number, all exactly the same as in the Tespia notes. Luminous, they didn't alter anything between Tespia and here either. DA, big changes. Let's see if they kept that all the same. 8 to 14 lines, 1700 to 1850, 6 to 8, 600 to 900, basically doubling the damage. And then Revenant 600 to 900, 9 to 12, also doubling the damage. Okay, yep. That seems exactly the same. Finishing blow for a battle mage. Same hitbox increase, same Genesis stuff. Okay. Alright, so I guess they were happy with the test server. Not much being changed. Just a bit more utility on the Pathfinder so far. Robot Mastery, final damage changes the same. Okay, Xenon changes. There was just minor tweaks to the percentages, if I remember correctly. You know, and then the Mega Blaster. That's the biggest change, of course. 525 to 600 on the Mega Smasher, Mega Blaster for us, I believe. Don't know all the skill names by heart, of course. Kane changes the same. Angelic Buster is gonna be very, very interesting. I expect them to maybe have tweaked this a little bit. See if I can get them roughly on the same point. 3 to 2, 10%, defense ignores, 6-3, 630, 15%. Seems like all the numbers are the same for that. But they did add a change to Soulseeker Expert. This skill now has a 25% increased activation chance when using Trinity. And is that because Trinity now hits in one go instead of being 3 individual hits that could all trigger Soulseeker? Because that would seem like something to address. Spotlight changes went through unchanged. Mascot familiar, the same as well. I imagine they didn't quite change too much in the text. A little bit at the end here. We've also changed Soulseeker Expert to have a higher activation rate when using Trinity so that its performance is not lower than before due to the changed Trinity. Okay, so I guess that is why they changed it. Okay. Okay, good that they probably got some feedback from players, I imagine. It's good that they made sure that didn't get fucked over. Okay. All of these 0 changes seem to have gone through exactly, as well as the Kinesis shield, which is of course not a huge thing. Ilium. Number tweaks. Crystal change. Line tweak. No mention of anything else. So I guess the gram holder is working as intended. I imagine that something could have acted a little bit weird here with people testing, but I guess not. So that's good. Apparently they were ready for it. Arc, did they do anything to our things? No, so still the faster endless agony, same percentage. And then the fact that you can press the button again while casting to instantly end the attack and activate the final attack, which will give us bunch of extra burst as arcs, because we can just be attack weaving and using other skills. I don't have to be locked into animation for the Abyssal Recall, unless you want to be, of course, because you're immune during the whole thing, so that could actually be very, very helpful. Okay, so most of that went through unchanged, which is, I think that's a good sign, right? If they do a lot of changes, or a lot of tweaks, right? And then between Tespia and live, they have to readjust a whole bunch of things. On the one hand, it shows that they're doing a lot of work and they're following up. On the other hand, also means that they were off by a lot of things. And we know that there's a lot of test playing in Korea by the Korean players, and we know that they are, on top of those things. So given that there's only a few things that they had to tweak, that gives me good feedback that they probably were very much in the right direction where they wanted to go already. So that's nice. So they added the boxes, number of lines up to 100 from 36. So it's less likely to accidentally open the box, but it does give everyone time to switch to drop rate gear and everything. So no stressing at the end, no buying a whole bunch of extra buff freezers. You'll be able to just blow up hard will and not have to, buy a bunch of buff freezers for the sole purpose of switching to drop gear at the end. So that's nice. And again, remember, this is also going to be after the change where a lot of these bosses will drop things like boxes where you can pick the reward, right? Like if Will, instead of dropping the book, will drop the reward box. And then if you open it, you can pick which book you want, that kind of stuff. So that's, in general, that's good quality of life. And animation in defeating the reward boss monster has been changed. Sure. I think these are all the same, I imagine. All of Von Leon's stuff. The arc changes. You saw the video a little bit. Basically, there's going to be a protective barrier whenever he does the screen crack, and as long as you stand in it, you're safe. So very much like the hard Hilla attack that she announces that she's going to be killing you, and then you start looking for the barrier and stand in the barrier. So that's what arc is going to be as well, which should make it way less cancerous to fight the boss, so that's a good thing. I mean, this boss in general could probably use a complete overhaul, but I guess this is, in the meantime, probably something that will carry us over to some kind of rework later. I don't know if they added anything else. Nope. Pink bean. Okay, no other big changes. And then for certain items, number of stacked, like we saw in the video, has been increased. Not super duper important, but some utility. I think there are still some items that could probably warrant higher stacking, like power elixirs, for example. I think should probably go up to 9999 instead of still being stuck at 3k. I think. But I don't know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think there are any items that should be increased in stacking. It's a nice low effort arc fix. Yeah, I agree. It's probably going to be good enough to make a lot of people not absolutely hate their lives for having to fight the boss anymore. And it might open up the ability for a lot of people to do easy and normal on lower level characters and have slightly more protracted boss fights without feeling like you're just powerless. And that in turn will hopefully lead to more people having earlier chances of Dominator pendants and more and better odds for Primal Essences, Wealth Acquisition Potions, and Experience Accumulation Potions. So that could be cool. Adventure Creation, Ursus Shop improved. UI increase. Yeah, this is all. It's all the same as the Tespia notes. Ligma now has storage. Amazing. Ligma storage. Story tests. The shader, I remember that. Error fixes. I believe these are still the same, but maybe KMS found some extra stuff. Let's double check just for this one. I think for the other things, I'm not even going to double check if they added some extra quest fixes. It's not really necessary to double check, I think. See, they added something to Bishop. Fixed an issue where Triumph Feather could sometimes attack monsters that could not be attacked. Oh. That's interesting. Bowmaster. Oh, Bowmaster was added completely. Fixed an issue where Flash Manager's V-Matrix Enhancement Core's level 20 effect was not applied. Well, good thing that they found that. Marksman, Pathfinder, Fix, Night Lord, Shadower, Dual Blade. That seems the same. Or, well, it is the same. Oh, Viper was added. Let's see. So Viper, of course, being our boy, the Buccaneer. Fix an issue where if you crouched while Serpent Screw's effect was active, the effect would be displayed awkwardly. Okay, so it's just minor memory. Okay. The icons, the stuff. Okay, the Wild Hunter. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, Mechanic had some extra text added. Let's see what that is all about. So 2 extra things. Fix an issue where if you change maps while using Metal Armor Full Burst, the enhanced homing missiles effect would continue. And fix an issue where Metal Armor Full Burst buff icon had no skill description. Man, unplayable. Okay, 0, Ho Young. Okay, cool. So nothing too crazy there. Low Stark? How did that get in there? Okay. Small changes. I assume that those are the exact same as KMS Tespia and pretty unimportant. This was about the Escort Missions. I think that was in the 1948 platform. Yeah. Oh, they added notes here. Before the February 24th update, there was an issue in the 19th and 40th floor where if the escorted NPC reached a final point and it was decided as a clear, the floor would still consider it as a failure if the character and NPC were more than a certain distance apart. We said it was awkward that you would fail after it was already declared a clear, so in the February 24th update we changed it so that after the NPC reached the final point, it would no longer check the distance between the character and the NPC. However, after this update, characters could stop at a specific location and wait for only the NPC to reach the final point and clear. Then they could play through the stage freely without worrying about the distance from the escort NPC. Since this caused an unintentional change in difficulty of the content, we have changed it in this update so that the clear decision is made when the character reaches the final point and uses the portal. In the future, when we change the specifications of any content, we will take a closer look at any additional changes that may happen and be more careful to not continuously change specifications. In addition, for repeated specification changes, we will give more in-depth explanation for the reasoning and background behind them. We apologize for any inconvenience in using this content. Okay, good. I have an issue. Here's a tissue. Nice. Okay, style coupons. They have so much NX. An actual pan lid. Oh my god, it's a NX pan lid, guys. For all the people who wanted a pan lid back in the day and you could never get one, now in Korea they can buy one. You get the soup ladle pan lid. That thing was so sought after back in the day, man. Dude, a lot of truck mounts or chairs recently. Lots of NX stuff as always, because it's Korea. The panel events accelerated hunting super haste, so we already saw a bit of information in the video there, right? Lead monsters champions appearance rate will be increased. Cooldown 10 minutes. Sudden mission and flame wolf. Yeah, okay. So they're getting that in combination with a store now. 6 missions. Will be 50 haste feathers and 1 haste booster. Ah, okay. So instead of like the RNG from getting the box and then opening the box, you get feathers, and then with the feathers you can buy what you want instead. So it's not as random and as like some people get lucky, some people get unlucky, but you get to choose what your rewards are basically. Truck mounts? Yeah, a lot of truck mounts that we've gotten. I don't know if I have any on this character, but no, I don't think so. Mount. Unless you count this as a truck. It's got some it's number truck. When you complete the last daily mission, you will receive a super haste booster instead, which gives more experience than the regular ones. I see. You can trade in the haste feathers and the haste chop to purchase the following things: double experience for 15 minutes, 10 feathers unlimited. Whoa, nice. Selective arcane symbol voucher, 20 feathers, limit of 200. Authentic, 100 feathers, limit of 50. So it's 5k just on those. Damn. Special medals of honor, 50 feathers, max of 30. Nodes, limit of 50. Hey, a limit of 50 for something. Amazing. It's not just like 20 across the account. Karma Powerful Rebirth Flame, 25 feathers. Karma Eternal, 75, so the 1-to-3 ratio, and the Karma Black, 125, a little bit less than double. Yeah, that seems reasonable. All. You can use Haze Booster and Super Booster through the Haze UI. When you use one in a map with monsters around your level, Blazing Flame monsters will be summoned for 100 seconds. Only for you. 100k kills, and then you get the big title and the Shinkansen mount. Damage skin is interesting though. I always hate the little twinkle thing in front. I wish there was some kind of customization menu option, whatever, for damage skins where you could slightly tweak the colors, maybe tweak the chroma, the contrast, whatever, and also tweak whether or not a critical effect is displayed or not. I wish there was some kind of damage skin customization thing. That would be interesting, I think. But can you use one of the new titles and then fuse them both? Can you use one of the new titles and fuse them both? Like if you have an old Pink Bean and a new Yeti, then fuse them for the Pink Bean and Yeti title? Is that what you're talking about? Because yeah, you should be able to do that, yeah. If you can complete all 6 daily missions in a single day, you unlock the hidden mission. As always, 50 all-stat, 20 weapon magic attack, 30 boss and IED, 2,500 HP and MP. Super Haste has been improved on the inconveniences of the previous Haste Plus events, and the reward-related elements have been significantly changed to provide a better event experience. First, we decided that the excessive difference in clear time rewards based on probability did not match the Haste event's core goal of character growth, so we have removed the clear one sudden mission daily mission and changed all the rewards into a coin shop format. Oh wait, there was no daily mission anymore? Oh, I must have skimmed over that part. Hunt 1,000 monsters around your level. Hunt 2,000 monsters around your level. Oh, okay. And then hunt 10 elites. Polo Frito twice. Polo, Marco. And then 1 wolf and 3 runes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, surprise mission is always a little iffy, right? In addition to better highlight the haste events concept of accelerating character growth in a short period of time, we have added the Super Haste Booster, which provides 5x more experience than the existing Haste Booster. 5x more or 5x as much? What do you guys think? By the way, guys, make sure you never use X more ever, because you're probably using it as a comparative to try to showcase how big the difference is, which means that you always want to use as much, because then you can show a bigger number than if you say more, right? Because twice more is 3 times as much, but then the number is smaller, so it doesn't look as impressive. So always say X times as much if you want to do a comparative for a shock effect, because either you're underselling it or you're incorrect if you're using more, honestly. It's very common though. It's not like a dig at Max. Max does good shit. Make sure you shout out. Support him. Orange Mushroom, okay? Support his Patreon. And overall difficulty of missions has been decreased. Good shit. In the future, when we reopen events when existing players enjoy, we will do our best to increase the level of completion on these events by considering and implementing any changes that we can improve on. I think this is good. I mean, compared to someone getting super lucky, you might get a little bit less, but having it be what you want and being able to buy it from the shop makes more sense. Plus, in general, I think people like event shops. Because as much as people hate that, like, oh, there's nothing in this event for me, if there's no shop at all, people miss the shop. If there's a shop, you know, people might get their pennies in a bunch for whatever reason. But if there's none, people always miss it, so. But yeah, it should be possible, Don. That should be fine. The Jisoo in your Maple event will run from March 24th to April 6th, where you can talk to the MapleStory ambassador Jisoo in-game at Hennessy's Alifer in Nameless Town to receive special rewards. These can only be claimed once per Maple ID. Oh, that's the singer person from... Is it Blackpink? I don't remember. Okay. Jisoo in your Maple chair, mannequin vouchers, NX slots, selective growth, experience node, simple vouchers up to 25 authentic or 100 arcane, and 1,000 haste feathers. 1,000. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Blackpink. Okay. She's sexy. I mean, don't they? Yeah, I mean, they all kind of look alike now. That's the whole K-pop thing, right? There's like 3 different looks, and they have those. I think I saw one of the articles. She has got a kind of a, compared to the norm, a little bit of a deeper voice, right? She doesn't like sound like a 4-year-old. That's kind of a nice change of pace. The Finding Peen 123 event will run from April 1st to 3rd. This event is available for characters level 101 and higher. Players 3 pink beans have appeared in Maple World. Find the 2 liar pink beans that appeared in Happy April Fool's Day and get cute rewards. Wait, April Fools, can we get the hairs back? Come in this pop-up store. Yeah. Collect up to 300 cent of spring per character per day. If you collect 200 cent of spring per day, you can complete the pop-up store, Camilla's pop-up store daily mission. To receive special rewards, 10 triple EXP 15-minute coupons. What the fuck? Selective symbol voucher, Spring News hairpin, a voucher, special medal of honor, 10 extreme growth, Spring News wing voucher, experienced nodestone, Spring News overall voucher, 5,000 Maple points voucher. Wow, starting strong. 2.5 hours of 3x. It's not bad. And then you can also... Wait, everything in the clothing store and accessory store costs 200 cents of springs each, and everything in the writing store costs 300 cents of springs each. Okay. Oh yeah, but it's only... Wait. Oh yeah, it's 7th to the 20th. That's a 2-week event. Okay. Clothing store with a whole bunch of stuff. And accessory store. Jesus. I became a cow headband voucher. Selective silk colored head. Scholar get voucher. A whole bunch of outfits, I guess. And then a whole bunch of permanent mounts as well. Hot air balloon. Okay. Dream Express, that's the cash up transfer, right? Yeah. So they are keeping their word. They're keeping true to their promise of having a lot of NX transfer events monthly, they said, right? Yeah. So they are doing that. Oh man, I wonder when they are going to do the thing where they said that eventually they wanted to work towards a completely universal cash up for all characters in the account. Really wondering when they're going to do that, because that seems like something that Nexon would never want to do, because they make a lot of money off of people buying things multiple times and not being able to share them all the time, right? So that was a interesting thing that they put that in there, but they are, as expected, postponing it and not really prioritizing it in any way. And then Sunny Sundays, with, of course, nothing known yet. As you guys might know, in Korea, the Sunny Sundays kind of are revealed 1 week at a time. And it's not like for us where they just give us a batch of 4 or 6 or 8 sunny Sundays, and we know exactly what's coming, and we can start planning. So, in that sense, we have it a little bit better. We don't get quite as caught off guard. Data profits will sink. I think they will, but the question is how much. Because yeah, you know, people who buy things multiple times because they can't share them won't buy them multiple times anymore. But people who don't buy things now because they can't share them, because they don't feel like they get enough value out of it if only one character can use it, all of those people, right, will maybe now be like, oh, well, now I'll buy it because I can use it on all of my characters. So the question is, like, how much are you losing versus how much are you gaining? Do you think that's the next net positive? Plus, do you think that it's something that your players deserve and that you should have as a quality, as an aspect of that piece of content? Do you think that's how that piece should work or not? I think a lot of players be like, I don't think I'm going to buy any more NX or any less NX for it, but I feel like it's kind of scummy that it's just not shared. If that whole experience with that is still negative, even if people still play, now we're getting into like the ethics of, like, you know, how do you want to be received by your players, etc., which, you know, Nexon in the past has not really cared all that much about. But of course, since the image stuff took a major hit a while ago, as you guys might know, with the flames and inabilities and all that stuff, it's probably good to kind of err on a side of caution there and be a little bit more, yeah, we do care on how it's perceived, so let's make sure that when there's something that is perceived as a douchey thing in how it's operating, and we can fix it, let's do it. But like I said, there's no concrete planning on that whatsoever, and they haven't mentioned that in a while as well. I hope they're not just hoping for people to forget about that. But yeah, the priorities are probably a little bit different with reworking all of the classes. You know, Explorers are done, hopefully coming this summer to GMS, somewhere after June 15th, hopefully. And with the Cygnus on the way now for Korea, so we'll see how that goes exactly. It's definitely going to make them less money, but not much, and sometimes making players happy is better long term. I think so, yeah. I would agree with that. They're going to drag their feet forever? Possibly. It might be the case that even if they want to do it, it might take a long time for them to figure out how to because of spaghetti code. I wouldn't be surprised if that had something to do with it as well. Because all of those different groups with all of the different, yeah, it's sharing everything. How many slots do you give everyone, right? I don't know. That'll be a whole mess to figure that out. So yeah, just some extra event info and a new spin on the Haze event with a shop now instead of just with random boxes. So let me know what you guys think about that. I know we are going to get one in just, what is it, just a little bit over a week, right? No, not a little bit over a week. In 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Our Haze is starting. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this change. Do you think it's a good one? I think so. Taking the RNG out and letting people pick what they want as rewards instead of just boxes that could have a shit amount or a really nice amount. I think that's a positive. But let me know what you guys think. And yeah, which of these skill changes are you excited for? What class are you playing? Are you looking forward to some of the skill changes? Of course, I'm super biased. Arc is getting some benefit, so that's nice, but it's mainly the DA changes that make me want at this, plus all of the Explorer revamp DA changes that are in that as well, make me very excited to try the class again and see where it's at, because this will just to translate for these things, the biggest burst skills that we have, these two are doubling in damage, you know. So imagine for you, of course, you know, we're bottom of the barrel as DAs, but imagine if your two biggest bursting skills would just double in damage, you know? That's what's on the way for Demon Avenger, so that is kind of exciting. That plus all of the changes before this. Overall, I wouldn't be surprised if that is, as a whole, roughly doubles the BA for Demon Avengers, for example. Because there's like 15% final damage, there's better Frenzy, there's instant casting Blast, there's these things. All of that together, I think they're gonna roughly like double their BA over a span of a month and a half. So, and also since this is off-event stuff and usually is revealed earlier, it could almost synchronize with the Explorer event as well. I don't think they'll squeeze that all in for us, but it might be pretty close after the summer, so that would be cool. Can we get the new Haste in 4 days? I think that's a little late. That's probably already in the code and everything. We'll take a break from Maple. I played it, if I play this week of Pink Bean and Yeti event, can I still get the titles? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Pink Bean and Yeti event is over the whole period of the event, so you have like 5 more weeks for that. But you, as always, you can check ! events, and you've got all the ongoing and currently announced events all on there with a timetable, so you can see when everything starts, and it's got links to the patch notes as well, so you can immediately see like, oh, Yeti and Pink Bean World, okay. So that's going on now. That's going to go on for, I guess I can hide this one. Hide row. There we go. Which means that this one is also gone. All right. Hide row also. There you go. Boom. And then squeeze these ones out a little bit so they're not as thick. All right. Boom. And then you can see here, Yeti Pink Bean World, March 16th, April 14th. And you can see all the restrictions, all of the stuff. And it's all immediately right there on your fingertips. Done Haze before? Can you give me a rundown of what it is? Thanks, Scardor. Haste? Yeah. I mean, I made a video about a little bit about it as well. But basically, there's just passive buffs going on, where you will, get more elites. You will get more experience from Puyo Frida Portal. No, from Inferno Wolf. You will get more Puyo Frida Portals. Runes will spawn every 10 minutes instead of every 15. And the bonus EXP from runes, instead of plus 100%, is going to be plus 200%. The last one is those last 2 rune changes are the main thing why Haste is really good. Because your general EXP is going to be boosted by quite a bit, and it's therefore very desirable to train for long term, or to, save your totems for all of that stuff, all of your coupons, and kind of go hard during the Haste event. It's not as good as, like the, what was the event called again? The Night Troop, or the one before that, the Celestial Blessings, whatever it was called. Like, those are crazier, right? 50% rune uptime with Evern level 3. Yeah, basically. So, on like a 5-minute rune, what you're looking at is that the bonus, the total, the additive EXP percent that comes from runes is going to go from plus 33% to plus 100%. So if you look at just the EXP that you get from runes, that's going to triple during a Haste event, so that's quite nice. And will it be from March 30th to April 12th? That is also on the event calendar if you wanna double check. So you get these these things are still the same. So you can do more. So the more elites, 10-minute, 200, and then 3 to 6. Sudden missions, which is mainly good for low-level characters, right? You can get a bunch of free EXP from that. 50% more Flame Wolf EXP and more Polio and Frito portals. And then you get boxes, and then you can open those boxes to get random rewards. So it's not like the shop here, but it's random rewards. And then you also build these charges, these booster charges, which you can use every time you finish one quest on one day. And if you do that, you summon extra monsters on the map that you can kill for additional EXP as well. So it's that plus the runes plus, everything that will make it really nice. No event rings in this? No. This is just like a filler in between event. Event rings in general have become a lot more rare. But if I remember correctly, we will be seeing some event rings soon in GMS. Not in this cluster of events, but in the next cluster with the anniversary. Anniversary. That's not here yet. Oh, there it is. So this will get reworked into like the 17th anniversary for us. These changes have all gone through already, of course. These are skill changes. Anniversary is not a seasonal event, it's a yearly event, so all of the rework parts of it are released on a 4.5 month delay, not on a 1 year delay. Only the yearly event itself, so like the Halloween stuff, anniversary stuff, Christmas stuff, New Year stuff. That's all released on a year delay. So it's going to be like the Bloomin' Forest with the memes, with the shop, with the points, with all that stuff. Wait, is this the only info on the Blooming Forest in here? Oh, there's gotta be another one here. Oh, this is part 2. Never mind. Here we go. Part 1. That's the more important one, of course. Clicked the wrong one. Yeah, so all of these changes already went through as well. Coin shop. Oh, actually, yeah. I meant to look at Legion. Didn't we see in the video here the Legion store? In the video? What was this all about? Oh, these buffs are cheaper. 10, 20, 30 instead of 30, 50, 70. Is that what he's talking about? Oh no, the NPC is now visible in the quick launch. That's what it was. I think the coupons are already cheaper. The coupons, yeah. No, he's visible in the quick travel now. Yeah, okay. That's the thing. No, I'm kind of like just like grasping to what the fuck. Why was he mentioned there again? Want to double check. This was also all already implemented. What was I actually looking for? Oh yeah. Rings, right? So there should be rings during the anniversary stuff here. The big ones, if I remember correctly, it was 3 or 4 even? Big event rings that you're going to be able to get during this event. Extreme growth pods, experience nodes, 17-star growth potions. Title. Dude, just play for 15 more years, guys. It'll be 33rd anniversary, 33 all stat. Finally, new best in slot medals. Still on 7 attack, by the way. And then building skills. Got damage to regular monsters, to boss monsters, ID, critical rate, buff duration, experience acquired, all stat, arcane power, weapon, magic attack, and HP and MP. Where's the ring? Event ring only, Chaos ring. Chaos ring, Master SS ring, Adventure Deep Dark, Critical ring, Synergy ring, Cosmos ring, Vengeance ring, all of them basically. But none of the big ones. A spur ring, a lot of springs. A wonder ring. Okay, and the rest of the other ones, yeah. So that's probably coming after this current event, right? The current event is going until 4/14, right? 4/26. Probably 4/26. 4/14. Wait, why is that another 2 weeks on the relay? Well, after that, right? We'll probably see the anniversary event. But yeah, let me know what do you guys think of the update. Not like super insane, but the skill changes, some of the skill changes are really, really cool. If you want to see the details, of course, check the KMS Tespia video just before this one. The last Korean patch review before this one, where we go into all the details of the skills and everything. Now I'm just double checking if it's the same, like trying to make the same content twice and go over all of it again in detail. So yeah, let me know what you think, and hopefully this update was useful for you, so you know what to expect roughly and somewhere in the future, and not get caught off guard by that stuff. All right, thanks for watching.